I can see you doing something. What are you doing?
Good time.
Go, go, go! Yay!
This event was about randomly putting teams of people together that have never worked before. So from the start there is 2 captains are appointed, and then the rest of the other 12 team members, including the reserve, gets actively involved. So they randomly select a card, and by selecting either a card that assigns them to a group, which that would then assign them to a skill. So there was 3 skills. One was a breathing apparatus skill, there was a vertical skill, and then there was a casualty management skill. There was also some other tests that you saw going on behind here. One was an endurance test that required them to carry a drum for a minimum of 6 length, 25 litre drum. There was a strength test where they had to carry a combination tool for a minimum requirement of 2 minutes, and they had to answer one of 40 random questions to pass the knowledge test. So once all the skills were completed, so the objective of the casualty management skill was they had to identify all the injuries and give a handover as if they were giving that to an ambulance officer. The vertical skill was to where they had to remove the objects, however they had to rig a main line through a break with a backup line through a break. But the key to that was that each team member had to demonstrate that they could tie a double fisherman's with a figure 8 on the bight at both ends. So that required all 14 team members to do that. And then the BA skill was where they had to identify 14 different objects, being 4 yellow, 4 green and 4 red, with 2 blue ones. And that consisted of them, and they must have had a BA control in place, which included a RIT team and the principles that we use in regards to going into zero visibility. Once all the skills were done, they could then go along to the team event, to where, as you could see, they were all placed through each hole once only, and then they completed the event.